Hi, welcome to Auntie Nat's Crochet. Thank you for choosing this tutorial video. Do check out my other videos too. If you don't mind, please do subscribe to my channel. The subscribe button is at this corner of the video. And I have hundreds over videos from crochet to amigurumi, clothes to toys, hats to bags, and lots more to come. So do check it out. And today I'm gonna make a bag. I'm gonna make an Angpau bag. Angpau are those red packets that during Chinese New Year that we use to put money inside. So I'm gonna make a bag, something like this. I'm gonna make a bag where I can place all my Angpau. Doesn't matter whether you're the giving one or the receiving one, you still need a bag for Angpau, right? And today I'm gonna use cotton yarn. This is the 8-ply cotton yarn. It has 8 strands here, so at least the bag look thicker. It's going to turn out like a handphone bag. This is the size of a handphone bag. And because this yarn is quite thick, I'm going to use a 5mm hook. Okay, now let's start. Okay, I'm going to do a puff stitch pattern handbag or handphone bag. First, we're going to start by chain 17. I'm gonna make a knot. This is just my habit of making a knot. So after this knot, I'm gonna chain 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. So after chain 17, you're gonna chain 1 and go to the second stitch from the hook. This is the hook. This is the first stitch. This is the second stitch. You go to the second stitch and you make a single crochet. So remember, this is the first stitch here. So from here we're gonna do single crochet all the way down. So you have 15 single crochet here in this row, and the last stitch here you're gonna do 3 single crochet. You go to the stitch down here and do 1, 2, 3 single crochet into the last stitch. So after 3 single crochet, we turn back, hide this tail along the way. So you're gonna have 15 stitches here again. Hide as much as you can. Okay, by the time you come to this end here, the first stitch here, you should have 36 stitches. Because these are puff stitch, you need 3 stitch to make 1 puff. So 36, so I'm gonna have 6 puff here and 6 puff over this side. So it's gonna look like this. So now we're gonna go to row 2. I'm gonna start our puff stitch. We're going to chain 2, 1, 2, chain 2, and we're going to do double crochet on the first stitch here, yarn over, and do a double crochet, and you yarn over and you do a double crochet into the next stitch. And after these 2 double crochet, we're going to do a puff stitch. We're going to go to the stitch here at the bottom here. See this first stitch, go to the bottom here and do a puff stitch. So you yarn over, bring your hook down here to the stitch after this first stitch, this stitch here. You pull up a yarn, leave it on your hook, yarn over, go back to the same stitch, pull up a yarn, leave it on the hook, yarn over, go to the same stitch, pull up a yarn, and you're gonna have kind of like a 3 sets of it, and you're gonna put through all. Oops. Let me do that again. You're gonna put through all. Oh, I think one of it got stuck. And let me do that again. You come through here, pull up a loop. You make sure this is firm and it's easier to pull later on. Oops. So you have 3 sets of it. Put through all 3. Yarn over. This is second. Skip 1 stitch. Go to the next stitch and do a double crochet. Then you yarn over. Go to the next stitch and do another double crochet. So 2 double crochet here, and you have 1 here that you skip. Yarn over, go to the one that we skip, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull up a loop, and we're going to have a puff stitch. So there we have 2, yarn over, skip 1, go to the next one and do a double crochet, yarn over, go to the next stitch and do a double crochet, yarn over, you go back to the first one here, the one that we skipped, pull up a yarn, do that 3 times, so they're gonna trip 3 sets of it to make 1 puff. So now we have 3 puff. So here again we yarn over, and this is taken, skip this, do it on the next. Gonna do double crochet and double crochet in the next. So you skip 1, you double crochet, skip 1, double crochet, double crochet. So here yarn over, go to the one that we skip and make a puff stitch. So let me show you again. You're gonna skip this, go to the next stitch, going to do a double crochet and going to do a double crochet in the next. So you have 2 double crochet here, yarn over, go to the stitch that we skipped, the one underneath. So we do this 3 times. Pull through all and you will have a puff stitch. So we have 4, 5, we should have 1 more. This is taken, skip 1, do double crochet and double crochet and do our puff stitch. If you hold this tight enough, this won't happen. So let me show you again. If you pull it tight, when you pull up the puff stitch, it will be easy to go through, put through all. Make sure this is top. I mean, it's stretched to the max. You can put through all easily. So this row you should have 6. So you continue until you come back here, you will meet here and you're gonna have something like this. So you're gonna have 6 puff here and 6 puff here. And once we have done with this puff stitch, the next stitch, like take for example, this is the last puff, so we join it with the first puff and we're gonna slip stitch first and we're gonna do a single crochet. So we're gonna do single crochet all the way. So after this single crochet, we're gonna build another row of puff stitch. After the puff stitch, there'll be another row of single crochet. So once I'm at the end of the row with this single crochet, I'll show you again how I'm gonna start with the puff stitch. So make sure every row you should have 36 stitches because every 3 stitch makes 1 puff. And once I come to the end here, I have 36 stitches. I'm gonna slip stitch to the first one here. I did 1 row of single crochet. So you're gonna do a slip stitch here. You're gonna chain 2, and again we're gonna do the puff stitch. You're gonna do double crochet, double crochet, and we're gonna build our puff stitch. And again we're gonna skip 1, go to the next and do another puff stitch. So you're gonna look like this. So here you kind of bend and you already got a back, a small version of the back. So you just continue to build this way until you come to the length that you want. You do 1 row of puff stitch, 1 row of single crochet, and I'll come back to you once I have come to the length that I want. I just want to mention that at times if you find it hard to put through all this yarn, and you either pull it tight or you hold the bottom part here and you will go through. You hold this part and it will go through. Or you can do whichever way that's comfortable to you. If you got a better way of doing this, Sometimes it would just go smoothly over, sometimes it will not. So when it does not go over smoothly, just hold on to the bottom part, kind of pull it down, and it will go through. I think sometimes it's kind of like test our patience, right? You pull it here and it will go through. You just hold it and it will go through. So long you remain calm. That's my motto. As long as I'm calm, just go through easily. So I just want to highlight this part, especially for beginners. I remember the first time when I did this, I had a hard time pulling it through. So you just hold on here and it will go through. So I think I need 2 more rows, and I'll come back to you and see what I'm going to do at the last part. Okay, I just want to highlight that because we're doing it in a round, this chain 3 sides here, you will slowly sway to the middle. So in order not for it to sway too much, previously when the first few rows after I chain 3, straight away go to the next stitch to do that double crochet, and the following stitch another double crochet. So now when I see that it starts to sway, I skip a stitch. So you still have 36 stitches. So like let's say this is the last one, I'm going to, this is the one, skip 1, then this is last 2, and when I slip stitch, this is actually the chain 3 thing, so I slip stitch near as possible to this part here, so you kind of hold it back. Okay, and here I'm going to do single crochet. So after this single crochet, let me do single crochet all around, and I'll come back to you and show you how I'm gonna skip 1. First, you have to make sure you have 12 puff and you didn't accidentally make extra 1 puff. You see this line here, it will sway a bit. So when this line sway a bit, this edge here, it's visible. So I want it to stay at the edge as much as possible instead of going to the middle. So at least one glance you won't be able to see that line here. So now I have 36 stitches. Make sure you count your stitches and make sure you have 12 puff in each row. So initially, on the first few row, I would do chain 2, and I will double crochet right onto the next stitch. This is the part that I stopped, so I'll go straight to the next stitch and do a double crochet, and then a double crochet, and then a pop stitch. So this time round, in order to make this line go back a bit, I only start doing this around the third or fourth row. The minute I see it starts to sway a bit, I keep it back, because now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I only need 2 more rows. So in order to keep it back in track, I just need 2 more rows. So I'm doing this. But if you don't mind that line appear, it's okay. So now I'm going to skip 1 and do double crochet in the next. And I'm going to build my puff stitch. So here it looks like as if there's a big hole here, but later when your puff reach here, you slip stitch to the top of this double crochet. So make this like kind of close up. As at now it looks like this. It will once I come back here and do a slip stitch right on top here. You can give it a try. So now I just need 2 more rows, and after that 2 rows I'm going to do single crochet on the top part. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, I've come to the length that I want. It's just nice for the Angpau. You can put as many Angpau as you want. And also I can put my handphone. This is the size of a handphone. But here I'm gonna make one more, because this is just nice, exactly the same size. So I'm gonna make one more row of single crochet, and maybe I'll do a reverse single crochet. And you see here the line is almost at the edge here, so it won't go this way. So if your bag happens to go this way, this chain 3 stitch, because after the chain 3 every row we're going to do slip stitch. So this is the part where you're going to see that line. So happen this is at the edge here at this corner, so one glance you can't see that line. So no matter how I flip it, you can see that line. So if yours you can see the line, then you better do something about it. I mean, when you crochet, maybe just shift 1 stitch away. Every single one stitch away, and then slowly it will go back. Like here, you see, from here it almost wants to come out here again, then I switch it back. So now I'm going to do one more row of single crochet, and I'm going to add a back strap. Okay, this is after 2 rows of single crochet. So you can let it be like this, or I am going to do a reverse single crochet. Reverse means instead of going this way, I'm going backward, and this single crochet. And just go in here like normal single crochet, but just go the other way, and you will get this, something like this on top here. So this is optional, up to you whether you want this, or you can just leave it like this. This is already very nice. So I just add one more of this. So I'll come back to you once I'm at the end of the row. Okay, once I've reached the end here, I'll just cut the yarn. Pull tight, and I'm gonna hide it inside. So that you won't be able to see where is the ending or the starting. Then you just hide it all along here. Then once you're done hiding this, you make a back strap. This back strap pattern is in another post. I'll share in the description box below. I leave a long tail on both sides. That means I leave a long tail before I start, and I leave a long tail once I finish. And you just make sure which is the front. This is the front, this is the back. It looks kind of like a centipede. This is actually it's a type of Tunisian stitch. So I'm going to sew it here. I make sure I stitch underneath here where it will not show up here. And the same goes for the other side. So you make sure which is the front, which is the back. And when I sew, I make sure the yarn only goes through this part here. Let me show you an example, which means I'm not going to put through the whole back. So if this is the part, this is the side, this is the corner, you can put it further down, slightly further down, and you just take this stitch like this. So here, over this side, you can't see the needle. I just pick up from here. Just pick up from this part here. And when you look from the front, you won't be able to see the stitches. And at the same time, besides adding a back strap, I'm also going to add a dragon head, because this bag is for Chinese New Year. So I'm just going to sew a dragon head here, somewhere here. This is optional, so you can either put it here, here, up to you whether you want it to be at the bottom or in the middle or at the top. Okay, so I do not want to stick it with glue, I want to sew it. You just make a few stitches here and here on the puff stitch, in this side and the top part here, the bottom, and make sure you can't see the stitching. Anyway, this is a bit red, it's a reddish here, so you can see a bit red here. It's still okay, it's still fine. So for those who want to know how to make this dragon head, it's in another post. I will share the link in the description box below. So let me get all this attached nicely, and I'll come back to you and show you how the final product will look like. And this is how the bag look like. This is dragon here, so this is a dragon bag. This is how it look like. This is the strap. Here I make sure I sew all around here twice. Means you sew here, 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 here. Okay, so that it's more secure, and in case you put something heavy, it won't come off so easily. And there won't be any button here, since it's just an Angpau bag or a handphone bag. If you want, you can add a strap here, a small one, to put your button, or you just leave it like that. So if you like this bag, I'm sure you will like this too. So this is in another pose. This is a lion dance head bag. This is a dragon bag. So these are Angpau bags for Chinese New Year. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I hope you like this pattern as much as I do. And I'll see you in my next post.